All right, I think we're good to go. The tweet has been sent. All right.
Guys, thank you everybody for being here. All right.
Whoa!
Not ready, Jeff?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome to Friends of the Internet, a day or episode 0, where we're just going to pretty much introduce ourselves and talk to each other about what to expect from this channel moving forward. Hey, Josh the Boss, what's going on? J-Day. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Very soon, Friends of the Internet will have its own Twitch channel. But
absolutely,
I do appreciate the follows on my personal channel as well. I'm gonna be doing Fortnite in about an hour and a half, J-Day. But stick around. Feel free to bust our chops, ask questions, whatever it is. What are you guys up to tonight? Well, what about you, JJ? How was your day?
Today was good. Happy Easter. All right.
Oh yeah.
If you're figuring stuff out, yeah. Happy Easter. Had a decent day. I actually ended up going to the doctor's today on Easter. I didn't even tell you.
Who goes to the doctor's on Easter?
I know. Yeah, I've been having a real big issue with like my face and how it's been getting red and blotchy and everything. And it was like I was just having way too much anxiety, so I decided to go to the doctor's today. And I've been diagnosed with eczema. So they just gave me like topical ointment, and they were like, "Yeah, take this." And
take this. It may never be cured, but at least this will stop the itch.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Awesome.
It's supposed to clear up my skin, so
that's definitely the type of news I want on Easter. Yeah, I had a small get-together with my family, nothing special. Had dinner and got out of there as soon as I could. But now I'm here, and normally I do a lot of gaming, but I believe once a week we're going to be doing a Friends of the Internet episode and moving it over to its own channel shortly.
Yeah. We're going to be doing Friends of the Internet. We actually still have that Twitch, but obviously it's just easier to go through here because we've got you guys already affiliate on here, and it makes it easier, I guess, in the long term.
Yeah, speaking of,
we'll end up flip-flopping over to our own channel once we,
Thanks for the bid, Super Stud.
Grow big enough.
Please try to behave. Yeah. All right. Well, let's start off talking about some daily events, and then maybe we could interview each other real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. This week in news has been pretty intense, honestly. More intense than I expected it to be. I mean, geez, we got Article 13 coming in hard. The fires of Notre Dame, which is nuts. Just that in general is just, that whole situation was insane. And tech news, I mean, Microsoft came out with some insane facial recognition software that they're deciding to not sell to law enforcement, which is nuts to me. So Microsoft is being a good guy. Mainly, they're just kind of playing the whole human rights concerns, saying, this is a right. This isn't right. The people have a right to privacy, and so police don't have the option to screw you over and find your face through AI.
So basically, Microsoft
silly.
has their back, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
yeah, same thing, kind of like how Apple a year or so ago wasn't going to, give a super code to the FBI. Same thing. Microsoft doesn't want to deal with law enforcement and basically sell off to Microsoft. I think they didn't say the name. It's an unnamed capital city, but it's a major city.
It's probably Seattle.
Probably. Yeah, that's their headquarters. Speaking of Seattle and in that same kind of thing as well, Amazon is on the flip side of that. They use and sell their tech to law enforcement constantly. It's called their recognition software, and it's just Amazon's version of facial recognition. And they sell that shit rampant.
So another way for them to make money.
Oh yeah, I mean they're trying to capitalize on anyway. So hey, privacy, screw that. Hey, you know what? Amazon gives me 2 day Prime shipping, and I don't know, 95% of Twitch's stream population uses Twitch Prime. So
Yeah, you gotta love Amazon.
you
It's a
gotta let Jeff Bezos get a win there, I
staple in
guess.
many of our households, that's for sure. Um, some other things that can you buy the new Samsung phone on Amazon?
Can you?
I don't know the one that's in the news. The
The Galaxy Fold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Galaxy Fold. I don't know if you can get that on Amazon, but I'm gonna look it
That's
up.
awesome. Keep them coming.
Galaxy Fold has been having quite a bit of issues. You could probably pull this up on your end. Look up Galaxy Fold, just breaking, or it's the screen protector on it. It's not necessarily a screen protector, but it's happened to like a lot of people. And even though it's a $2,000 device, people are finding that it comes with like a little kind of not screen protector, but like a plastic sheet on it. And people started to pull those off, thinking that they are, just normal screen protectors, or like the kind of like plastic sheath thing on it when you get a new phone.
Yeah, like
and people are just ripping it off.
Oh, that's
and destroying the LED.
All right, so maybe come with a bigger sticker that says "Do not remove me."
Pretty much, yeah. As long as like a bunch of other issues, like in that guy's, you can see there's like an air bubble on the crease only like after a day. Yeah, $2,000 piece of technology. Granted, new generation foldable phones are a whole new thing. But yeah, definitely a lot of work, and definitely not worth $2,000 at the moment.
Jeff, are you
holy
an
cow.
Apple guy or are you Android guy?
All right, hear me out, right? So I've got my iPhone. I love my iPhone. But also I'm stuck. Because I've been with iPhone since 2010, since the iPhone 4. And everything's on there. My pictures are in iCloud, all my app purchases, everything. I am tied down to the Apple ecosystem so hard. But I'm getting sick of it. I'm not getting anything from my phone anymore. Like, I just feel like I can't. I don't know. I just feel pigeonholed, even though I know I don't do much on my phone that a lot of Android users do for like, I don't know, like business work or like certain apps or anything like that. But I don't know. I just like the ability to have it be an open platform because I use a PC.
Yeah.
And I love using a PC.
I'm an Android guy. I feel like I'm in prison when I use an Apple device. I respect them. Although I can't navigate them when I pick up a friend's phone and it's an Apple device. I'm like, I think I just closed it. Whatever application or software I'm on, and I get real frustrated. And I feel like I can launch a rocket into space for my Android if I had the right software or whatever. I honestly feel like the possibilities are limitless when it comes to Androids and what you could do with them and stuff like that. Speaking of space and asteroids and stuff, isn't NASA in the news as well?
NASA's been a little bit in the news, yeah. Something to do with they are basically trying to go back into space, in short. SpaceX and everything lately with Elon Musk's company, things have been blowing up. Just last week, there was the Falcon Heavy launch, which was pretty big. They basically threw a Saudi Arabian satellite into orbit and basically had them drone back to launch pads and be completely reusable. This is the first time ever that we've had truly, like, basically 100% recyclable and reusable, almost like an airplane, when it comes to, space flight. So it's just huge in general.
Is it, like, why would they want to reuse it? Is that just to save money or?
Oh yeah, no, it's super cost effective. Imagine the cost of like a normal flight would be if every time you flew from Boston to LAX, the fucking plane exploded. It'd be a couple hundred million
So just so everybody knows,
dollars every time.
SpaceX is Elon Musk, right?
SpaceX is Elon Musk. Yeah. Wow. That man has done everything.
So he's flying the ships for NASA. That's pretty interesting.
Well, NASA's basically helping out SpaceX. It's kind of like they're working in tandem. So,
hey, Carl, we're just doing this quick little podcast for about an hour and a half, and then I'm getting on to my normal games. But yeah, so that is definitely pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And
I want to say too, because this is going to be pre-recorded. So this is going to be a little weird for anybody that's not watching this outside of Twitch. We will be live on twitch.tv/WhiteDragon6MG for the time being. Until then, we do have secured at twitch.tv/Friends of the Internet, which is, of course, the name of this podcast. So if you are listening to this in the future and you're curious as to who we're talking to or anything of that matter, we're live, and you can check. We're probably live right now, and you can go and interact with us, talk with us in chat. And the long-term goal, too, is to eventually, or whenever, is to have our Discord and get Discord call-ins. So any of you guys that want to chime in, talk about the news when we, in the future, have interviews and guests on the show, you guys can kind of come on in, chip in, and talk to that creator, whether you're a fan of them or you just have a general question or you just want to troll them. But more than happy to have you come on the show and join our Discord server.
Yeah. There's more internet news, isn't there? Copyright stuff, controversial Article 13. Do you want to get into that at all?
Article 13 is a doozy.
Oh, man.
And Carl, we are doing excellent. Thank you for stopping by and supporting us during our first ever episode. Appreciate it, man. Article 13 is pretty heavy. Article 13, if you're in the United States or anywhere outside of Europe, you're pretty much fine. If you are in Europe, good luck. So basically, Article 13 is a directive on copyrights and how copyrights in general work. Copyrights, for the most part, they're tricky, right? Because you deal with copyright infringement now on YouTube, and basically, if you're using a song from Universal Music Group and it's in your YouTube video, the company has the right to claim that video and obviously make money off of it. So that's, I mean, it's kind of beneficial in a way because it's like, all right, well, if it's not your music that you're using in the video, obviously the artist wants to get paid, that's fine. With Article 13 and copyright strikes and the whole, like, a lot of people are hyping it up to kind of be like a ban on memes and like a ban of the internet. And in a sense, it's kind of true. They basically allowed censoring of the internet in a weird way. One of the first things to get banned just a few days ago was, of course, the infamous meme, "Never Gonna Give You Up," by Rick Astley. That song is banned in Europe right now. You cannot see that. If you look it up on YouTube without using a VPN, chances are you can't see it. So some really fucky things are going on, truly, with that. Also, coming July 15th, this is insane. It's like coming into full effect. If you are over the age of 18 and you want to masturbate, you want to go on a porn site,
ooh,
the government is going to have to see some ID.
Wow.
Yeah, nuts. So anytime if you're in the UK and if you wanted to, go ahead and stroke that chicken, you're going to have to show your ID. You're going to have to verify your age with a government ID. It takes you to a non-pornographic landing page before. So if you type in Pornhub, it doesn't take you there. It just redirects you to the government's website.
The landing page.
And in the government's website, you put in your name, your driver's license number, or your
So they have
passport,
like
some
an
way to verify your
identification checker.
identity and your address.
Oh,
And then they open the gateway, and then they go, "Yeah, you're over over
go ahead,
18. You
enjoy
can go
yourself.
ahead and see some quality porn." And supposedly the whole point of it is, protecting the children. Who knows how well that'll eventually work out.
Man.
But yeah, July 15th, the ban will be implemented. So if you are in the UK or the European Union, yeah, come July 15th, you're going to have to cough up some identification to be able to legally whack it. So it's gnarly.
Wow, that is definitely crazy. What's up, Nano? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty insane, and that happens real soon. Wow, July 15th is around the
July
corner.
15th is only it's only a couple months around the corner. And this is just the start of it, which is, again, nuts. It's, again, just kind of that censorship of the internet that people have seen it coming. I mean, we've had, what was it, just like a year and a half ago with the whole censorship of the internet and like the throttling of our internet in the States. And now you have Article 13 and that goes through with the copyrights. And I think it was Article 11 for like the whole internet pornography thing. And it's getting wild. It gets really like a little bit dystopian, how they're kind of censoring a lot of shit.
Well, there's definitely a lot of other things in the news this week. One of the biggest ones internationally is definitely this Notre Dame thing. They're definitely crazy how part of our history is definitely lost. I guess they're saying that a computer glitch most likely started that fire.
Which is insane to think that a computer glitch just so happened to be the cause of what is that, like a 700-year-old building or something insane?
Yeah,
I mean, how old
exactly
is the core
building?
Maybe
I don't even
like
know.
some like a glitch in like the fire suppression system, or like it's kind of that's weird to me.
Have electrical blinds and things like that, in a 300-year-old building or whatever. But that's definitely crazy. But I mean, there is some good news from this, and I guess a bunch of people are already coming up with a bunch of donations to help fix it. And it's been a little controversial, how all these billionaires could come up with all this money to donate, but but they're not doing other things,
right?
And I kind of side with, it's their money. We're happy to have them,
for sure. And moo euro, yeah, it is awful that it happened, but it's probably going to be fine. Yeah, exactly. You have millionaires just backing this up, and it will be okay.
Some more good news from
Notre Dame.
From it, the bees living on top of Notre Dame's roof possibly survived the fire. After reading this article, it's a little clickbaity, and the beekeeper isn't exactly sure, but he has a lot of faith that all the bees on top of the Vatican or on top of Notre Dame have survived. And there was a dude who heroically saved a ton of relics. That right there is probably the most news out of all of this, besides the fact that
I did. Yeah, and I did see that too. That was pretty nutty. He just didn't he just run in and just started basically like grabbing important stuff?
Jean-Marc Fournier, that was his name. And as flames are ripping through, he was able to, with the help of some other people, they saved a lot of relics from being lost forever. One of the things, I'm trying to pull it up in the browser right now, is this crown of thorns.
That's cool.
That was saved. I think that's a picture of the guy right there. So there's our hero who saved all the relics. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, kudos to that guy. What else do we got? There's some other things going on in London and Australia. I'll get to the London one first. A lot of climate protesters shut down a bridge in London, and an actress known as Emma Thompson. She's fully engaged in this climate protest. Little nuts what goes on in our world. You know, I don't really have much to say about this. I'm all for saving our planet and whatnot, but you know, people got to get to work, and it's kind of like, you know, this, I related this to people stopping highways. You know, when they walk in front of a
Yeah,
highway and they stop it, and then some guy who's got to pee or get home or has obligations just barrels right through them and stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of
yeah,
what I see here. You know, you're disrupted. You want to make, you know, your statement, get a permit, do what you got to do, but you're shutting down public transportation. You're ruining a lot of people's days.
of
Um,
course.
and over 500 people have been arrested.
That's nuts. In 4 days, it says, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot. In separate news too, well, in regards to like the climate and climate change and all that, just recently, actually this past week, the rapper Lil Dicky or Dave Bird, he released a song called Earth, and it was like a 7-minute song, and it had over like 30 like pretty much of like the world's popular artists like Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, a couple of country singers, and it was just kind of like a goofy little dicky kind of music video that he normally does. Except all the proceeds to that video are actually going towards Leonardo DiCaprio's like basically Save the World Fund. Basically against climate change, and he goes and he has his own people that designate the money to make sure it's actually going to be good, you know, going into either renewing forests in general, or I think just renewable energy sources and just anything green energy, kind of proactive save the world stuff. All of that is going towards there. So
All right.
I think that's a better way a little bit to get the word out instead of, you know, protesting London Bridge. But hey.
Yeah, and Muyuru, you're definitely right. A lot of structural damage, or it didn't do any structural damage, but definitely sad that it did happen. Um, yeah. Well, you know, I figured I end this news segment with, you know, something from Australia. Everything in Australia is always kind of funny to me lately. I don't know what that is, but I caught a little bit of a kick out of this news article. And a dingo ate my baby. Well, the dad saved that from happening, I guess. There was a dingo attacking a child, and the father actually fought off the dingo, and all is well. See, there's another picture there. Oh yeah, and there's the picture of the dingo, or a dingo. If you get anything like this around a toddler, you're gonna wanna, you know, remove them from the area.
Man,
A dingo ate my
you know, the
baby.
funny thing is he looks so cute. He just looks like a little dog. You know, you probably wouldn't expect. I mean, I don't know how big he is in comparison to like a normal dog.
Looks like a
I don't know if it
hungry
is a
dog.
dingo bigger than like a
I don't know. It
Charlie,
looks like a
Charlie or
German-
something.
It looks
Like,
like
I don't
a
know.
German Shepherd, you know, that size or something. But they're I don't know if they're considered feral or whatever the term is, but it's a wild animal, you know, and they're not used to being around humans for too long. But yeah, that is our international news and our internet news for
Yeah,
episode zero.
for this week, yeah.
But yeah, so basically, you know, with this podcast, we are going to be interviewing Twitch streamers, game developers, people from the industry, people who are behind the scenes, people who are in front of the scenes. But I guess for episode zero, it's probably best to talk about ourselves. So
Yeah.
I think me and JJ are going to interview each other a little bit. And maybe I'll start this off with JJ. How old are you, and where are you from?
Yeah. So I'm 21. I am from Rhode Island, and yeah, I mean I'm starting this podcast mainly because I think this is a new form factor that can kind of pave the way. You know, I think we're gonna have some really good people on here. hopefully mine and Darrin's personality can kind of click with a lot of the interviewees that we have on the show.
I don't have
of course, we're going to have some growing pains in the beginning with this whole thing. I'm straying away from the topic, very much so. But yeah, let's see. Introduce yourself, Darrin.
Oh, my name's Darrin, or you can call me White Dragon, or Dragon, or 6MG, or whatever the case is. I'm quite considerably older than Jeff. I'm 37 years old. We met at work, and I also live in Rhode Island. I've been Twitch streaming for about 8 or 9 months, and I do it mainly for fun. Mainly for being able to clip a cool sniper shot in a game and, bragging rights between friends. And I also am very interested in the platform and how popular it's becoming. And what I like about Twitch and why I continue to keep doing this is like I find something new, different, and like I'm learning so much through the platform, whether it's Streamlabs or the Twitch website, and a lot of people I know, mainly around Jeff's age, maybe a little bit older, but they're also interested in streaming, and they have no idea what they're doing. So I kind of get like a kick out of being like, all right, this is how we're going to get you your affiliate. Once you're your affiliate, we're going to do this. And then, showing somebody how to kind of pizzazz up their stream a little bit and make it look better than just a webcam on a 30 frame, video game or something, so I kind of really like learning about it. I like doing it. And, I'm making a lot of friends too. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Supersode 401, someone get their dad off this thing. Yeah, we have a little bit of an age difference, but that's that's all right. I think that's a little bit of the dynamic there, which is nice.
Old dudes could use the internet too.
Yeah, and also 37 isn't that old. Like realistically,
it feels old on this platform. It feels really old. I'm not gonna lie.
On the platform, yeah, a little bit, but even then, I mean. I don't know. It's I see that. What is it? There's like that 70-year-old. It's like whatever. He's like a grandpa. Just streams all the time.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot out there. A lot of people doing that.
A lot of older people.
I had.
It's all right. You're with it. You're one of the. You're a cool 37-year-old. That's the thing. You're not like a normal 37-year-old that like, I don't know, works a shitty office job and like hates his life. I don't know. Has like a family of 2. I don't know.
Man. Yeah, no babies. No,
yeah.
Yeah. So, what? You play games also, JJ? What?
I play a fuck ton of games. Yeah.
What game are you playing tonight?
Everything, man. I mean, I know you like your battle royales. You like your Fortnite. Gotta say, I didn't mind Fortnite for a period of time. I just got sick of it. Apex. Kind of got sick of, but that was a good game too for the most part. I mean, Apex. Lately, it's been a lot of Battlefield 5, a lot of Firestorm. So still battle royales, but Firestorm is some good stuff. Also, I was just live playing Risk of Rain 2 with Bring the Party, who's going to be our first guest later this week. And that was really fun. I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. It's kind of just like a. This is completely not the case, but it reminds me, hear me out, of Call of Duty Zombies in a way, because it keeps getting harder and harder, and it doesn't end until you die. So, it's kind of just like that, but with robots and demons and spawns and stuff.
I was checking out that.
So far, I like that.
It looked pretty interesting. Almost kind of like a battle royale, but more like against like I guess not a battle royale at all. You're playing against a computer. For the most part. Yeah. But
it's just like random like spawns, and you just you pay money, you get upgrades, you get more items. Those items make you more powerful, and like just every level,
now,
they just
clarify yourself. Is that
crazy?
Is that a
hard.
Pay to win game, or when you say pay money, you're paying in-game currency?
Oh no, like in-game currency, like you get money for killing each little spawned guy. and then you can use that to like open up chests, which cost money in game, and like temples or something. I don't know. I've literally played one game. I played a total of maybe an hour and a half for the first time tonight, but I liked it. Wasn't bad.
Nice. I played one game, well, like 4 or 5 attempts at Spellbreak recently with you, and that was a very interesting game, very hard game. So much to take in, so many different combos and weapons and spells, and I was lost. I'm not gonna lie. That first impression, awesome. It's like I want to be good at this game. Second impression, after like game number 2 or 3, I was like, I'm never gonna be good at this game.
Yeah, it's the skill gap is crazy, and also, I mean, the tutorial, like, there's not much showing you. The game is in such an early access phase still that it's not really. I mean, they polished it a little bit. It's definitely more running than when I got originally invited to the early alpha. But either way, I mean, it seems like it's going to be a promising game. It's still has definitely like a core audience already, which is surprising to me. How it's still, I mean, it's a successful game, and it's also on the Epic Games launcher, which is going to do it wonders, I can only imagine. Yeah, I stopped playing it mainly because it was so hard to learn and so frustrating. Because I felt like I died so quickly because I just had no idea what to do.
Yes.
Like, people were just doing huge, like, fucking wombo combos on me using like a frost and toxic gauntlet, and I just die immediately. Darrin?
What's that? Oh boy, sorry about that.
It's fine.
I'm still getting used to this. Another game that I played recently, I first discovered at PAX 2019 East, or PAX East in Boston, and I was really taken back by it. It was an arena warfare game. And I think they're really trying to capture that like arena esports, type of type of game. But what was I gonna say? The Splitgate. Yeah, that's the name, Splitgate. I forget who makes it. That's what I was trying to look up, but I blocked your face. But this game reminded me of Halo. 1047 Games makes Splitgate. This game reminded me of Halo mixed with Portal, and I played it a little bit.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah.
Pull it up. Pull it up on stream, man. Give me like I haven't even seen a trailer for it. Let me see that. No one want to see that anyways. Hello?
I don't know. I was hiding in your face or something.
Oh yeah. Splitgate. Halo meets Portal.
Yeah,
IGN.
That's what it says right there.
Put your feet on the ground, look around. It's the siege and we back in your town, burning it down.
All right.
Waiting too long for the sound. Time is now. Got you hanging on every single word, verb and noun. Give you what you been waiting for now. What you praying for? This the type of we slaving for. Get you another hit. I know you.
Oh, that's dope.
It was very fast paced, and I didn't really get the Portal.
Oh, I am going to be playing this a fuck ton. Yeah, it is Halo meets Portal. What?
I got involved in the closed beta, and I just, instead of getting my ass kicked at PAX, playing it there, I got my ass kicked in my game room. It was definitely a lot of fun once I was able to like customize keybinds and things like that. But when this game drops, I'm probably gonna play this a lot.
This looks dope.
Hey GFB, what's up? Welcome to the channel. We're doing a quick little podcast. Episode 0 of Friends of the Internet.
That's nasty.
How long is this trailer? Oh, not too bad.
3.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like Halo Reach, with you do get a jetpack, and you can like jump around and whatnot. And the teleport thing is really what got me. You can shoot through.
I mean, it's straight up. I mean, it's Halo in the sense that it's red versus blue.
Well, yeah,
just like off the bat, like
that for sure. But feels like Halo when you're playing.
That's so
that
good.
was like the most important part to me.
1047 games. I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep an eye on that because that looks super promising.
Yeah, I got the Steam key in my email. It was a lot of fun, man. You know, I definitely got a little frustrated because not many people were playing it, so the same people kept wiping the floor with me. But,
yeah.
I was getting used to it. It was pretty cool.
But you got hands-on at PAX with it?
I got hands-on at PAX. That's what got me interested.
Nice.
And, yeah, and I signed up for the closed beta. It was pretty damn cool. 75
Heck
viewers.
yeah, man.
Cool. So,
75 viewers.
I don't know. It's always delayed here, but
yeah, I was gonna say.
Either way, what else do we got to talk about tonight?
Let's see. I was thinking. I saw it in the news. Going back a little bit to the news. Well, not really news. It was on Reddit, which is where the majority where I get my views from.
First page of the internet.
Yeah, age of the internet. The big thing, I don't know how deep of a fan you are, Darrin, or as much of a fanboy as I am, but
I think I know what you're talking about.
In 5 days, big shit is going to happen. In the new Avengers Endgame is coming out April 26th. I, for one, will be seeing it the night of the premiere on Thursday. I want to see that with my eyes, my eyeballs, as soon as possible. I have waited. It has been 21 movies. It has been over like 60 hours of footage. I've even watched the S.H.I.E.L.D. series. I watched all those shitty like Netflix ones, even though those don't even matter to the Avengers.
So you're very passionate.
I am beyond passionate. I have lived and breathed the Marvel Cinematic Universe religiously for since 2008. So, yeah, over 11 years of me just soaking in all of this and just waiting for Endgame to happen, and I am so excited. 3-hour runtime. There's talking about there's going to be a director's cut too. Whew.
When was the last time I sat in a movie theater for 3 hours? I want to say like Forrest Gump or something like really long. Or
Avatar was long.
Yeah.
Avatar was like 3.5 hours. I don't know if you saw that in theaters when that was going around. That hype.
Avatar in theaters, but yeah.
Yeah.
Clear your schedule. What you did take me by surprise there. What I thought you were talking about was EA and how they announced their Star Wars game.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I saw a tweet.
Titanic's a good one. Yeah,
I saw a tweet by you, and it made a lot of sense. And even EA was saying this is not a pay to win. There are no like loot crates.
Yeah, pull up my tweet.
Oh man.
And also for the. I was thinking for the YouTube, because I don't know if when this gets post-recorded, I think we're just going to have it show like the images and like the Splitgate video. Like you saw, if you're watching this in the future, you noticed I edited the Splitgate trailer right in the middle of it, so you can still kind of catch up and see where we're at.
Man, finding you on here is not going to be easy.
I can just send you the link to the tweet.
Nice. Hey Shenron, what's up, buddy? Thanks for stopping by.
Alright, I will there you go, I just sent it to you on Discord.
There it is.
People that are watching it live and on YouTube get to see all the goof ups, whereas with the audio, I'm going to cut it so it can't hear the in between, like, oh, I sent this to you on Discord.
All right, so no microtransactions, no loot boxes, and no, we won't be adding them. A single-player Star Wars story for those of you who are ready to become a Jedi. and it's
Yeah.
called Jedi Fallen Order. And your tweet
Yes.
said, "EA, please don't mess this up."
Yeah, and it's a serious cry out for help, because I think truly the last time I thoroughly enjoyed a Star Wars game was probably from Star Wars Battlefront, the original PS2 version, which had, like, I don't know, everything that I wanted in a Star Wars game, at least as a kid. Like, just, going into a custom map, or doing the just even like the flight battles and stuff like that. And obviously recently with EA, they did the whole they redid it with the Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, and obviously, as most people know, day one launch, it has just been a consistent shit show for almost anything EA has put out. And the Star Wars games that they have put out have been trash. Like, they've had a full load of issues. And, filled with microtransactions. And I remember Battlefront 2, before they patched it, before people were literally rioting about it, I think at one point it was like, if you wanted to unlock and play Darth Vader, you had to pay like $160.
Whoa.
It was just riddled with microtransactions and paid to win stuff. It was
game.
almost like, that's the thing, is like, people paid $60, and then it was almost like they paid $60 for a mobile game, because then they were asked to do microtransactions and buy stupid shit and loot boxes. So this is just insane to me. So it's a single player story of just a Jedi running on a crazy good, well, from the trailer that came out, looks like it's running on a pretty intense engine, and it looks beautiful. And yeah, a new gen Star Wars game by EA, supposedly with no loot boxes, no microtransactions. I just can't wait to see how they'll fuck it up somehow. Honestly, I don't know.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, when I see it, I'll believe it. But until then, I don't know. I haven't pre-ordered a game. If anybody has heard about it, the whole don't pre-order, don't back these companies, because you're basically just giving them money in advance to something that, who knows, that's even, a finished product or not riddled with microtransactions. So, yeah.
Well,
we'll see. I mean, we're gonna have a fuck ton of coverage. We're gonna be covering, of course, E3 this year, which that's just right on the corner. That's only about a month away. It's usually the first week of June. And hopefully we'll see more from the Star Wars games. I'm excited to see a lot. We missed out a little bit on this week in news. There's two major things that we didn't talk about.
We got some time to kill.
Got some time to kill.
Yeah, go for it.
Xbox, their discless console is coming out. It's an Xbox
cheaper,
One S
right?
for $50. It's $50 cheaper, and there's no disc tray. It's completely a digital Netflix machine. So no physical hardware needed. You're just going to have to go through the Xbox store or get a code through, I mean, even Walmart now, I see they have a whole section of just cards with game codes on them to just buy the game virtually. So yeah, virtual game and virtual units console only for $50 cheaper. It's $249, so it makes it a little bit more affordable. Funnily enough, on that same day, PlayStation 5 got some major news, official news in that case, basically saying they're coming out with this next-gen console. Not this year, they confirmed. They said not this year, not in 2019, but they are actively working on it. And it's going to be a beefy powerhouse. They want it to have stuff like ray tracing, like the new RTX cards have, and to still be up to date with kind of the newer gaming PCs and stuff that's coming out. So yeah, some good stuff in that regard. You could even pull up, probably, there's the whole article that kind of goes more in depth of the PlayStation 5 and their specs. Pretty neat stuff. Shenron's 4 terabyte hard drive, and then you said 2025.
When it's coming out.
Are you saying for the PlayStation 5, that's when they're planning on it? Is it a leak as well? Because I'm not sure if that's the case.
I'm not sure.
At least from what I saw. I don't know.
All right. Oh shoot! I covered Jeff's face once again.
Yeah. See ya.
Growing pains.
Episode 0. That's the whole point of this, man.
That's right. So what else? There's something else big in the news too. With Twitch, there's some major changes to Twitch. I only know 2 of them off the top of my head. One of them is we're going to be able to move our followers ascending and descending in terms of popularity. And also payment to affiliates is now going to be 15 days after the month that you get your first $100 or your next $100, as opposed to 45 days after the month that you've gained your $100 in. So that's pretty big for affiliates. And I think there's other changes to partners and stuff, but I'm going to save those questions, I think, for our first interview and our first episode.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to actually ask Josh those questions too, because I know that there's been some changes to partnered streamers too. So see his take on things, especially him too, because it is going to be interesting. Obviously, the viewers here of him now getting a job. So I think he's still going to be streaming. Of course, he's still an active streamer, but of course, the real world is kind of taken over a little bit.
It's cool that he's gonna have a big boy job and then still be
streaming. Yeah. I mean, it's cool that, his big boy job, he's doing social media, which is just dope, That's a good job for him. I think he'll excel at it. I think he'll like it too, hopefully.
All right. So basically the premise of, all our upcoming episodes, we're going to have a Discord channel. I just posted the FODI, or Friends of the Internet Discord, in chat. It's up there a little bit.
Yeah, definitely check that link out. Join the Discord, get involved. Like I said, we're going to be posting all of our updates, and our Discord call-ins are, of course, going to go through that Discord channel. So preemptively, if you want to get a head start into the interview with Bring the Party or Josh coming this week, definitely check out the Discord, give it a join, so you can be a part of that discussion. As well as, I think already in the Discord server, if not, there's an Ask a Question. And you yourself can input interview questions for any of our future guests. So if you have a dedicated question or anything you want to ask or discuss, or have us discuss with Josh, or vice versa, whatever the case may be, put it in our Discord. And, if it's a good question or we think that it's going to be needed, if we're not already talking about that, or regardless, we'll bring that into the show. And for anybody watching, once again, all the links are going to be in the description below. It might be a little hard if you are an audio listener right now. Most of the stuff that we communicate with it's going to be kind of involving watching the live show if you really want to be a part of it. So like I said, always, you can catch us right now live at twitch.tv/WhiteDragon6MG. Of course, we're going to be in the future. We're going to have that /Friends of the Internet. And if you want to preemptively follow that, so you're already ahead of the game, you can, of course, do that. I don't want to flood you with asking you to follow and do stuff. But if you're interested and you want to keep us on the back burner for all future things that we're doing, definitely check us out.
Why don't you post our Twitter link in chat as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. Friends of the... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Page is expired.
I can't wait for the Discord call-ins. I feel like we're going to have a handful of really serious ones, a handful of trolls, and, and then some people... just somewhere in between, and I see these Discord call-ins on other podcasts, and they're usually pretty wild, so I'm kind of looking forward to those. I'm looking forward to talking to Josh. I saw his stream, not for the first time, but again in a while, tonight, and seems like such a awesome human being. He's definitely not we're not interviewing somebody just based on how big their cleavage is. He is, he's a proven partnered streamer. He's been through the ups and the downs. He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to keep things entertaining, and I actually look forward to picking his brain a lot when it comes to what got him into it, and what keeps him going for the most part.
Yeah. I've known Josh for a while. He's a good friend of mine. We connected. I'm also trying to get somebody else on the podcast that's connected who, if anybody's watching, might know, is Jessadoodle. There he is, the man in the chat. But I originally found Josh out from Jessadoodle, and just kind of like it was like a weird random like, oh yeah, I have a friend that I talk with, and he's a streamer, and I'm like, I've heard that plenty of times. Like, yeah, sure, he's a streamer, yeah, right. He's got like 3 views, right? It's like me streaming, like calling myself a streamer. It's a couple of years ago, and of course, like she's like, no, like actually, like he streams, like he does this. Like, he doesn't have a job, he does this. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Excuse me. And it was just from at that point on, like, watched his content, fell in love with his content, became his friend slowly but surely, like, worked my way up, and now look at me. Now I have you on my show coming up, buddy. No, I'm kidding.
But be ready, Josh. We're asking a ton of questions.
Yeah, right. We do have a lot of questions. We got the interview for you, my dude. But yeah, it's just exciting, and I love Josh. Honestly, he's such a good guy, and I love the times that we did stream together. And his content's really good. And I wish we didn't fall out of touch as we did. That was just because life happened with me and working, and again, life happens. But I'm glad I could have him on the show, and for him to be our official episode 1, day 1 first interview guest means a lot to me. At least he's a great guy. I think a lot of people, if you're watching or listening to this in the future, check him out. He is such a good dude, and his content is really good. If you want just like a good, friendly, non-toxic Twitch environment, we were talking about this earlier, he's a good guy to go. So, throwing that off to you, Darrin, can wrap this up a little bit. We have been live a full hour, and I just want to thank absolutely everybody that came today to support us, Josh, and all of your followers that came here hosting it. Again, greatly appreciate it. So, we will be live again this Wednesday, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern time on twitch.tv/WhiteDragon6MG for the time being. Again, / Friends of the Internet to get started on that hype train, and we'll start going live on there eventually as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. It's episode 0, first official podcast. Darrin, you can go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, no, that pretty much said everything I wanted to say. All I'm going to do pretty much is put our social media links in the chat. Guys, and I'm not sure if we have a set day yet, but I think it's going to be Wednesdays. So anybody who's listening from my channel, don't worry, I'm getting back on the game soon. But Wednesdays, I'll probably have an hour to 3 dedicated to this channel, and I'm looking forward to helping it grow, and definitely bringing some different entertainment besides just Fortnite and me smashing my desk when I die. Thank you for the bits, Shenron. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and thank you, Josh, for the host, and can't wait to meet you and talk to you on next episode. See everybody later.
Thank you. We are the Friends of the Internet. Thanks for watching, guys.